please state your name and who you represent.
Good afternoon. I'm Ann Bishop, Executive Director of Texas Public Employees Association. And as I've stated before, we are the association that works with state employees on behalf of the taxpayers from their hiring to their retirement and beyond. And so I just wanted to briefly comment on the OCA budget. And we support the OCA's budget request, including their exceptional items, especially as it relates to salary and the attracting and retention of state employees. This is a big item for everybody. It's not just an OCA item. And of course, as you know, the last across-the-board state increase was in September 1st, 2014, was for fiscal year 2015. Since then, there has been a 27% decline in purchasing power for those salaries. I'd like to also talk a little bit that's unique that Megan brought up earlier, but it's common for all state agencies, and that is called poaching. We have state agencies, not only the private sector poaching on the state agencies, but other state agencies poaching on smaller or mid-sized state agencies and attracting employees away from those agencies. I do not blame at all employees for doing that, certainly, or agencies for that matter. Agencies have to conduct their business. While you could look at it overall and say, well, it's not a loss to the state, if an agency can't perform their function because of experience going out the door, whether it's to the private sector or another state agency, it's a problem. And not only is it a problem for that state agency, it also causes a problem for the hiring state agency. And let me tell you why. A lot of times you are able to offer, as a larger state agency or a hiring state agency, you leave positions open for a little bit so that you can attract a new person at a higher salary rate. Well, that's short-term solutions, and it's short-term solutions because if you really didn't need that position, you shouldn't be asking for it in the first place. But also, when you hire somebody in at a level above your existing staff, that causes salary compression. And when you have salary compression, you have unhappy people. And when you have unhappy people, they leave. And so it does have a domino impact. So why this is a specific budget request, I am here before you constantly in front of all the budget requests and articles to say this is an overall problem. It's not just an OCA or Article 4 problem. The other thing that the OCA's budget request pointed out, which is also a problem, especially for middle-sized and small agencies, is the payment of annual leave when people leave. When you have a break in service, then you have to pay them a lump sum payment for their accrued but not taken leave. And a lot of times, you have agencies that cannot let their employees take leave. And so they do accrue a lot of leave. And certainly you experience that at least part of a year, every other session, where you're not allowed to take leave. But it is still a liability to the state. It's still a cost to the state. And you can only leave positions open so long or divert other money to be able to pay that. So I ask that you give consideration not only to the Office of Court Administration budget requests, but also all state agencies in terms of workforce issues. And I'm happy to answer any questions, happy to provide additional information. You know where to find me. Thank you for your time.